So the tyre exploded while he was driving, took out the floor of the Caravan. When he phoned up the insurance company and said, hey, I had a bit of an incident, can you have a look? He didn't think there was much damage, but there was more than enough damage for them to say, do you know what, we're going to write off the Caravan just from having a poor tyre. And I'm going to show you how to check for that, because it's actually quite important, particularly when you're trying to find a new one. And my customer was particularly keen to find out that I'd actually checked that exact thing. So let me show you how you check tyres on a Caravan. Now, first of all, there are tyres obviously underneath the Caravan, but make sure that you are also going to check the spares too. And I'm going to show you this on the spare because it's easier, it's more light, and you can see what's going on. But number one, we're going to check the tread of the actual tyre itself. Now, this tread looks like it's in brilliant condition, and it looks like it has never been used. Now, on this, we're allowed 1.6 millimeters of tread, and we've got some tyre wear bars on the inside of this tyre. Now, often you can find it by there's a little an arrow, or in this case, this has actually got a tyre wear indicator on the side here. I'm trying to make it easy for you to see it. You can have about, I would say 2 mil at the very lowest. You really want to have. Manufacturers recommend 3 mil, and you can see these tiny little bumps on the inside of the tyre. Now, when they are level to the higher part of the tread, then that is 1.6 mil. It is really time to change them at that point. The other thing is, you can see this tread is nice and square, and you want to make sure that it is actually square. If it has worn off down on one side, that would tell you that there's some sort of axle misalignment or an issue going on within the axles. Tyres can actually tell you an awful lot, and this goes the same as cars as well. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is to check the side walls. You want to make sure there's no really big deep cuts that goes across the side walls, and also, if you have a look at them, you don't want to have any bulges coming out of the side, particularly ones that are a little bit soft. Now, this one is all good, there's nothing on here, but if you get what we often call eggs on the sidewall here, it's basically the tyre has been damaged. There's several layers of rubber, and the air has leaked in between the two layers, and it's starting to push out. And it's only a matter of time before that tyre will go bang, so you have to change it. Now, this is the real reason why his tyre went bang. Let me show you on this other tyre round here. Now, tyres get old, and on most cars you tend to make sure that they're changed quite often because they tend to wear out. But Caravans don't wear out. Not really. They're not used enough mostly. And on the side you have all this writing, and it probably doesn't mean a massive amount to you, but somewhere you're going to have something like this, a dot, blah, 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 and then you've got this marking here, and it looks like you'd think it's saying 2007. Let's see if I can get a bit closer to that. You'd think it was saying 2007. It's not. It's actually 2907. Now we've got in closer. Now, what does that mean? Now, that means that the tyre was made on the 29th week of 2007, okay? So sometimes it's 2007. People think it's 2007. It's a date. It's a year. It's not. It's the week of the year it was manufactured, and then it is the year. If this is older, so if this is 10 years or older, this tyre is probably getting to the point where potentially it could go bang. And this is what happened to my client's tyre. The actual tyre was quite old, it deteriorated, and it burst. And when it burst, the whole thing went up into the floor and took everything out. So there's that bit there. If you have got a Caravan, or if you're looking to buy a Caravan, and that number says 07 on it, then you really need to change it as a matter of urgency. And don't forget as well that when you change those tyres, change the spare tyre too, and then rotate them round every now and again, and then you can get a full use out of all of them instead of having one very good spare on the front. All right, this is Mark. If you want your vehicle inspected, and particularly if it's a caravan, van, truck, cars, bikes, anything like that, give us a shout. As long as it's in South Australia, I am more than happy to come and inspect it for you. Catch you later. Happy trails.